Okay, so as always, you sieve your flour. What type of flour is it we're using? Bread flour, which is known as strong flour. Yeah, strong flour in industry. What's the other type of flour? You've got two. Plain, which is soft flour, and self-raising, which is soft flour with the erasing agent added to it. Why do I sieve, Ellie? Well, maybe not so much dirt, but yeah, anything that shouldn't be in there, right? If you're looking at your sponges and the like, you sieve to aerate, so it's nice and delicate. But if you're looking at just sieving your flour per se, it's basically to make sure there's nothing in here that shouldn't be in there. So there's 600 in there, all right? Salt goes in. Again, disperse your salt so it doesn't come in contact with the yeast. The yeast's gone into my water, so there, that's that, happy days. I've added my sugar into my eggs, so that's 2 eggs plus my sugar mixed together, dough conditioner and milk powder in, disperse. This is a shortening again. So what we've got here, we've had milk powder in there, we've had shortening in there, we're going to have sugar in there, and we're going to have eggs in there. They're all enriching ingredients. So that's what when somebody talks about an enriching ingredient. Has anybody got a specific type of enriched dough product? Any ideas? Obviously we make Devon split and cinnamon swirls, but what else is out there in the world of?
Donuts.
Excellent, donuts, brilliant. What else?
Bread.
It's not a bread dough. It's not leavened. It hasn't got a rising agent in it. It's enriched, can be, yeah, excellent, but it's not. Hasn't got yeast going through it. Yes, excellent. Hot cross buns, brilliant. That's a British version, brilliant, fantastic. What else? Alright, on this side, hold on. Begins with a B, it's French.
Okay.
No. Have you heard of brioche?
No.
Brioche is the most classic, the most famous of the enriched doughs, yeah? Loads of butter, loads of eggs, and a bit of sugar in there, yeah? Beautiful dough, normally served classically as an accompaniment to things like parfaits, foie gras and stuff like that. So yeah, no worries. So that is basically what we're doing. So rub your shortening through, and you're going to go in with your egg and sugar mix. Eh? Yeah, shouldn't do. I hope not. Then I'll put about 3/4 of my dough liquid in there to begin with, and just bring that together. What am I looking for dough wise? Good bouncy springy texture, yeah, anything else? Smooth key, nice smooth one, anything else? Not sticky, not too wet, you're holding shape. You need to hold shape because you're making the split. So you got what we're going to do, you know, either fingers or rounds. We're going to do rounds, because I like the look of the round. So basically you need to hold a nice rounded shape and have a good angle cut. If it's too wet, it's going to sag down. You're not going to have that shape on it, yeah? In my hands, no other way of getting around it. And basically bring that together. You should basically get a nice clean bowl. Yeah, egg in first. Egg together with the sugar mixed, yeah, and then basically add your yeast and water, bit at a time. I would say 3/4, then a little bit after that, yeah. No, you're going in the kitchen in a minute. Look, you want to get your jacket, chef, you'll be far from freezing, eh? How can you be freezing? It's the door that's open, not the fridge. And it's got a door on it, there's nothing's coming out of it. You know, think. Right, so on the bench, like I say, nice and soft, pliable dough. Basically, I want a little bit of flour on there to begin with, but hopefully as I'm kneading, if it's the right consistency, what's going to happen is I'm not going to need that much flour, if any, on there, alright? So this needs a good 10 minutes, as we said. I'm going to get the splits and the cinnamon swirls out of this dough. Alright, so it should be a fairly straightforward session. Shouldn't be any issues at all. You've made the breads before, you know what you're looking for. Like I say, you want a soft dough like so, but not so wet that as soon as you put it down it starts to sag. If it starts to sag, you're not going to get shapes. You're not going to get the desired shape that you want for your bead test. Alright, so it is now coming up 25 past. That should be needed and done by 10, guys.
Have you added all your yeast and water?
No, I've got a little bit left. What I'm going to do, actually, see if there's anything on the bottom. That's all, just a little bit there, so I'm fine. If there's any lumps of it, then I would obviously tweak it and add it to the dough. But that's fine, there's only a little bit of liquid in there. Right, so, any questions? Let's crack on. Remember, you're doubling the weight. Don't get that wrong or else it will go wrong, period. Yeah, 2 seconds, Joss. I'll be there in a minute, man.